Full of greed, heart full of spite. Foodie can't see the light. Overeating, losing the fight. Greed a whole.
Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at Chantal's video, mukbang as usual, and live from yesterday. The live she titled Live from the Q8 Villa. That ain't no villa, but we'll deal with that later. Let's get into it, shall we? So she starts her video with the usual cameo grift, but she says, "Here, be the better kid this year. Order a cameo with 24-hour delivery." That's clearly for Mother's Day, which in Canada, which is coming up this weekend. Obviously, it's a different date for Mother's Day elsewhere in the world. And she also has here new. You can now request a cameo from me and my husband together. I mean, who in the hell is going to want that with Scatman? Honestly. And it doesn't stop there. Get a cameo. Get a... Now look at that picture in the bottom right. That looks nothing like Chantal. And that's not just filter use, that's some heavy manipulation going on there. And then she's saying, you can DM me on Cameo. Why would you want to? A cameo. Oh, get. Want my advice? Who would want advice from you? Advice on what? How to remain extremely unhealthy, deathly ill. Get a cameo. Pep talks. Again, you can't even give yourself a pep talk. Ask me anything. Oh yeah, ask you anything, then you'll refuse to answer it, or you'll lie. I can replace your birthday. No thanks, I'd rather have the birthday card myself.
Alright, I think I have it set up properly. Hi guys, welcome. I have today something very special. Bukhari food. Yeah.
Look at the state of that. I'm guessing it's meant to be some sort of barbecue, but it looks burnt to hell. And the usual huge portion of rice. Oh dear.
Bukhari with chicken on coal, and I gave Salah my leg, and he gave me some meat.
You gave me your leg. Why take out again? What about all that haul of groceries that you got recently? You said yesterday that you had to use up the meat for meatballs because it was going to go bad. You keep getting takeout. A lot of your food's going to go bad. Such a waste of money. Money that you can't afford to lose.
Meat. I just took a bit because I don't want a lot anyway. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Let me just set this up here. We have some potato broth soup.
More food. As if that wasn't enough. She's got potato soup as well. And why do you keep eating out of the takeout containers? You have plates, you have cutlery. Just laziness, because I guess if you use them, you'd have to clean them, whereas with takeout containers, you can just bin them.
Greens.
More. What else you got in the bag, Chantal?
They give you onion, but maybe I'll try eating some onion with it.
Yeah, you may as well, eh?
Honestly. And they always give you onion. We have some mabouche type of sauce. Just gonna...
That's it, pour sauce on, because you can't leave anything as it is, flavour-wise. You've always got to chuck several shades of crap on it to taste anything, right?
Pour that over the rice. Yum. And some fresh
bread.
Delicious bread. Okay.
Which she's just dumping on the table, not even on a plate. I mean, God knows when that table was last cleaned. Is it any wonder you pick up infections? Just pour the soup in over the rice as well, and shove the greens in there.
And of course some yogurts.
And yogurt.
We have some ice water.
Tip the yogurt in as well on top of it, eh?
And we have, that's it. All we have left to do is say Bismillah and dig in. Yeah.
Bismillah.
Okay, so we're gonna put some of the broth.
Plastic spoon. Again, why not use your own cutlery? And there's no point just spooning in the broth. Just tip the whole bloody lot in. Why not?
Has beans in it as well. Do you like?
Beauty bite my arse.
I haven't had bukhari in a while.
Why can't she just have some food, finish it, tell us a couple of sentences, have one more bite, a bit more of a sentence, but no, she's got to spread it out. Oh, those crunching noises. Ugh.
So, for those of you who are unaware,
We're about to
bukhari
get
is basically
educated. Don't take a spoonful of yogurt. Just tip the soup and the yogurt in the container with everything else.
well, anything but basic. Let me try the onion.
Oh, and chuck the onion in as well. To hear those noises, she must have that remote mic somewhere on her chest there to pick up those noises so highly.
Yummy. Crunchy, flavorful,
Flavorful.
but white onion is very mild. One of my favorite meals here. I love it. So bukhari is a style of rice, Middle Eastern style. It's very popular here, Saudi Arabia, around the Middle East, but it's originating, from what I understand, it's Afghani. There's going to be a ton of rice left over. Like, they fill this to the brim.
She was doing jump cuts there, that's not me. And who are you kidding that there's going to be a ton of rice left over? Even if you don't finish this on camera, you know that as soon as the camera stops, that's going down your gullet.
Brim. And you'll never guess how much this meal, both meals, Salah got lamb.
Oh, right, so Salah got takeout as well, did he? Not sure if I believe that. You probably got a lamb one. You probably had that as a starter, didn't you? Before doing this one on camera. So she's put the conversion rates on screen for anybody in the UK. Currently today, 5 Kuwaiti dinars worth just under £13. So she's saying she got those two meals for just under £13. I mean, nothing special. Could get that here. Might be more in, yeah, certain places, but nah.
With delivery, everything, 5 kg, so 20 bucks. Give or take, I think. Not bad. If you come to Kuwait, because some people think Kuwait is expensive, eat at local food chains. And it's much better.
How about even better, make your own bloody food at home, eh? How's that for an idea? We'll notice as well that she's wearing a keffiyeh for this video instead of her usual hijab. Wonder why.
And it's so, the food is so fresh.
You got fresh food recently to cook with, you know. Cook. Understand that concept, Chantal?
I love it. Okay. So yeah, it's Afghani style rice, and it's got
Chantal, the food critic. She's no Gordon Ramsay.
julienne carrots, raisins. They use dry lemon.
Could you stop shoving it in for a minute to finish what
Before
you're saying?
coming here, I didn't even know dry lemon was a thing to use in cooking. It's like little round black lemons. What else do they use? Chicken wing. I love chicken wings.
You love anything edible.
I used to not like them. 7 spice.
Oh, that munching noise.
What else do they use? Cumin. Tons of spices.
Yeah, you need tons of spices to actually taste anything anymore, don't you? That's why you put all that crap on top of it.
Some lamb meat.
That's from your first meal earlier on, huh? The one that you're trying to tell us was the cellar. Right.
I don't like lamb.
Really?
Typically. Except in this style. It doesn't taste as gamey to me.
God, look at the way she's just constantly shoveling that in. It's like comfort eating again. It's, you know, it's Salah out. Is that why she's doing this again? Try and comfort herself because he's off out doing God knows what.
Used in this way.
You missed a bit. The eye movements. Oh, I can even hear her swallow.
Chicken.
I know I've said this before, but really, why would you do this? Why would you eat on camera? Apart from, you know, being paid for it. And I don't mean just the usual YouTube AdSense revenue or whatever. There's no amount of money in hell would get me to do this, eat on camera for the, you know, for the internet.
Barbecue chicken on coal is like the best. It's so good. Put that here.
Oh, at last, she's stuffed it in. Why didn't you do that from the beginning? She realised it would take too long to just do it by spoonfuls now. I mean, that's the point. Why doesn't she just chuck everything in at the beginning, get it prepared before she starts the video?
Beans. Perfect.
Why not chuck the yogurt in as well now?
I love the raisins and carrots. Now I'm going to be eating the white onions that come with it.
We know.
Normally, I don't.
Yeah, right.
So.
Oh dear God, would you stop eating for a second? Say something.
Perfect meal.
Oh, the way she shoved those greens in, dear God. She's got no decorum at all, has she? She doesn't know how to
there's like,
eat
I think
properly.
there's like 2 sides to Kuwait. Like, just like a lot of, like, same thing with Dubai.
What? How would you know about Kuwait? You've hardly been anywhere. You're in a bloody apartment 99% of the time. And Dubai, you've only been there on a layover, possibly, from a flight. So what makes you think you can talk about other countries? You're trying to make out you're all, you know, well-travelled and all the rest of it. You're not at all. Get on with it.
It was a very newer, extreme wealth, upscale, fancy areas, luxury areas, okay? And they have that here too. If you just go to like the luxury section of the avenues or, you know.
Then why haven't you ever taken us there and showed us that? When you go out, you and Salah, because of course you don't go out on your own, you take us to free places like a park, a pet store, out in the desert to see camels. You know, if you think these expensive luxury areas are so nice, why don't you show us them?
Areas like that.
Look with a mouthful. She hadn't even finished eating what she had in her mouth before she shoved in another spoonful of yogurt.
I don't forget.
Jeepers. Even more flavouring on it, more hot sauce. Oh dear God. Oh,
I need more.
that noise.
But then there's
Sounds
another
like a
side
fart.
where it's more traditional, old school.
Been Googling, have we? The eye
More
movements.
multicultural areas.
She's so miserable, just eating herself to serious medical issues.
And it's typically nestled among these other areas. You know, you have the old souk, old markets, Middle Eastern style, traditional areas.
You could have showed us these.
It's nestled among these areas that you find these little gem restaurants that serve food like this.
That was at least 2, maybe 3 spoonfuls of food before she decided to try and swallow.
Ate all my veggies. So
It's like watching a goat or a sheep or something eat, isn't it? Eat the greens.
places like this are very popular.
Oh, I can hear her swallowing.
I drink a lot of sweet drinks, or it's not. I'm trying not to now, but I have obviously.
Yeah, you said a few days ago that there was going to be no more sodas and things for you. But you have done it on videos and live since. So much for the glow up, eh?
But there's nothing in the world that beats water. Cold, ice cold, delicious water.
Oh, look, she had food on her sleeve there. Take that back. Look. On her cuff, on her sleeve. Messy, messy cow. Look. Oh.
There's a restaurant here called Al Shamam. It's a restaurant chain.
Oh, more talk about food. Have you got nothing else to talk about?
Iranian
Clearly not.
food, kebab, stuff like that.
Just get forward a bit.
And when you walk in the restaurant, they have a man or two whose job is just to constantly be making fresh bread. So they have this huge oven, wood oven, old style oven. I don't know if it's wood, but maybe clay, I don't know. It's one of those old style ovens. And they're just constantly making fresh bread because when you eat at that restaurant, they give you a whole basket of it per table.
So you've been, have you? Why didn't you film that for us? Or have you? If you think if you had, you would have... Well, maybe she does go on to mention it, to be fair. I've not watched this previously. But I bet if you have been there, it's more than one basket of bread they need to give you. Size of that spoonful, and yet more yogurt shoveled in. Oh, and more bread for good measure.
It's so good. We did do a video eating there.
Oh,
I'll try to link it here.
So they did. Okay.
So you guys can see the deliciousness and what kind of restaurant.
How can you see deliciousness? She's got a routine there, have you noticed that? Big spoonful of the rice with chicken or whatever, spoonful of yogurt, and then bread.
I would say one thing that's different about dining out here is the gender separation. So like some restaurants are for males only, unless it's a family restaurant, they call it. In which case, if you're with a woman or family, they have partitions or little rooms for families.
Right, so she's felt the need to put up here partition X, short for example, I would imagine. Like, we don't know what a partition means. We couldn't think of that ourselves.
It's really cool.
Is it? Look, she's nearly emptied that pot of yogurt. She should have just chucked it in earlier, like I said. It's not like she was only going to have a few spoonfuls and she might want to put it back in the fridge. Nah, should have just chucked it all in.
You might think, oh my god, I would never want to be... You know, some people I've seen say that. I wouldn't want to be hidden away.
I bet you do.
But then, like, when you go to a restaurant, like I do this at least, I look for, like, the most private table to be away from people, you know?
Yeah, so they can't see the disgusting way in which you eat.
So I love it. But to each their own, you know? Not everyone is the same. Imagine we were all the same. Just think about that.
That would be scary if we were all like you.
What a boring world. No thanks. That's why God created us all different. Like, think about it. We don't have, none of us have the same DNA. Unless you're a twin. But none.
Like, we didn't already know that? She's educating us now? Science? Is this a recent revelation for her? Something that we've all known for a very long time. You get taught at school.
You're literally unique in how you're made up.
She's really running out of content, isn't she? In terms of things to talk about while she's eating.
I know that might make you laugh and think, oh my god, what a cheesy, corny comment. But, like, it fascinates me when you really think of it. And I have a lot of these existential moments.
Oh, we're being existential now, are we? All right, okay.
But yeah, I'm done. Look at the leftover rice. One more bite.
What do you mean leftover rice?
Because it's too good. Look at that.
We don't need to look at it. We all know that you're going to be eating that after you finish filming this. And it was a massive, massive portion. It was far too much for one person. So it's not like, look how well I've done. I haven't finished it all. I've left some. No, it's not an accomplishment.
I will serve another meal or two.
That'll serve you for a light snack, eh? When you finish the video. So tiring sitting here eating on camera. Not.
Bread, I can't finish it either. It's like the size of a tire.
Speaking of tire sizes, again, that won't last long after the video.
You think you've seen complimentary bread?
You missed a bit, you still got some food around your mouth.
This is complimentary bread.
Swallowing noises. She's out of breath just drinking again. How can she not see how damaging this is to her? Or maybe she does and she just don't give a damn.
Oh, carb-loaded meal makes you sleepy. But like, don't.
You don't need anything else to make you sleepy. You sleep enough.
Don't athletes carb load before they do marathons and things?
You ain't no athlete.
Probably because they don't have a lot of body fat to use as energy sources.
Whereas you... Moving swiftly on.
Interesting thing, the human body.
Really?
Anyway, that was a delicious meal. I haven't had this in a while. This used to be my favorite. We used to get it all the time. I can't make rice like this. I tried. I can make decent rice, but it never tastes like authentic Middle Eastern style rice. It just tastes like you know.
Right, so say Salah likes his rice that way. You can't cook it that way. Is that why you have to keep getting it delivered all the time? Get takeout? Because he don't like what you try and make?
Normal rice. So it's because there's so much there's so many spices and things that go into it, and yeah, I don't know. Practice makes perfect, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway,
Clearly not.
I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I like showing you guys different kinds of food. Basically, that's, you know, the purpose of videos like this, and just have dinner with me and stuff. Anyways,
We're not having dinner with you.
guys, thanks for watching again. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was that.
Belly full, but she want more. Anger rising, can't keep score. Money off the spend, can't ignore. Greed a joke until she can't adore. Belly full of greed, heart full of spite.